Today is February 16th. Today's quote is entitled, "Offending People in General." To offend people in general is called jana aparad, offense to ordinary people. Although this does not directly impede bhakti, it is considered sinful. The problem is that such actions stem from a wrong mentality that can spill over into bhakti. Humility doesn't just mean we are humble to senior devotees. It means offering all respects to others. So I referred to this a little bit in yesterday's quote. The idea that if we develop a mentality in our ordinary dealings that's contrary to the mentality of bhakti, then that wrong mentality, when applied to people in general, is going to spill over into our bhakti. So if I am not merciful in general, it's not good for my bhakti because the devotee should be merciful. If I'm not kind in general to everyone, it's not good for my bhakti because the devotee should be kind. If I'm not humble in general to everyone, it damages my bhakti because I'm not humble. I'm not developing a humble mentality. So, for example, if I am not merciful, if I'm not appreciative, if I'm critical and so forth, to someone in general, it's indicative of the wrong mentality. So to think it would be okay to be disrespectful to people in general, it doesn't make sense because the devotee is meant to be respectful to everyone. So if I'm not respectful to everyone, it means ultimately I have the wrong mentality. And so it's like I'm trying to artificially be respectful to devotees, but not to non-devotees, so it affects us. There's a story, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was with his disciples on Vrindavan Prikrama, and there were some beggars, and he told the grihastas, you should give money to them. And he said, if you don't, your heart will become hard, because you're grihastas, and that's the duty of a grihasta. So if we don't do certain things, this is interesting, if we don't do certain things in general, our hearts could become hard. We could develop the wrong mentality, and then that spills over into our bhakti. So it's an interesting thought. What did I say? Oh yes. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, offending people in general, jana aparad. We say Vaishnava aparad, that means offending Vaishnavas. Jana aparad means offending people in general. So we can offend people in general. It's actually considered a sinful activity. So it's not going to block our bhakti, but it's sinful. And so sinful is contaminating. And it's just the wrong mentality. So there should be integrity between our behavior 24/7. Otherwise, wrong mentality can spill back into bhakti, and I think you understand. It's kind of like a duality. It should be holistic. Our actions, our thoughts, they should be holistic, 24/7. Wherever we are, it should be the same. Otherwise, our bhakti will be affected. Not if I offend somebody, that's directly harming my bhakti, but it's cultivating a wrong mentality, and that wrong mentality can harm my bhakti.